light pink, and we also use alabaster. And white. Did I say white? Okay. You can mix any of these colors together. So if somebody walks in and they're really fair, alabaster might even be too dark to cover it. So I'll mix a little white into the alabaster to cover it first. What we want to do is block the tattoo out, and then we're going to use the other Paramedical Foundation shades to match the surrounding skin tone. So for medium skin tones, orange highlighter is my favorite. If they're a little darker than that, the orange 2 and 3, love them. Oh my gosh. Have to work with those.
Darker skin.
So we're going to go ahead with orange highlighter 1.
Oh my god, I didn't wax.
You didn't wax.
What's a good example so you could see if you don't?
Spraying to tissue. Oh, I just put a few drops.
Make sure to wear them a little.
Yeah, make sure to wear them. Paramedical is hard to come out, so.
Don't do it when their dress is on, so.
Yeah, that wedding dress. We'll talk about it, but I didn't really show it to them. We did talk about it. The ultrasonic cleaner.
Also cleans your
It's over here. We'll just, yeah. Dinah will hold it up. You guys can use that throughout the day. If you can lick your airbrushes in spraying, you can go ahead and put the airbrushes in here. But if you, about 3 minutes, and what it does is it jiggles out any makeup like Victoria was talking about. It's really good if you have multiple airbrushes, because you can clean them like that.
Or if you have to service your client's airbrushes. Take it home, put it in the cleaner, and then take it back to them and charge them. Cha-ching!
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can have, you can service your customers' airbrushes.
That's right.
So it cooks for about 3 minutes, and then they come out all shiny and new, like your jewelry.
Medical
Cleaner.
grade.
But it's a medical grade cleaner, and we do. Okay.
Pick it up and deliver it.
I'm going to use this eyeshadow shield just so you can see the difference. Normally you wouldn't be doing this, you would just go for it. A lot of times if I have a test, I like to do different concealer colors just to see what looks the best. So I'll put down orange highlighter, and maybe I'll put down, I don't know, I wouldn't really do that, but alabaster over here. And then I would lay the colors down and see what concealer worked the best. So orange highlighter. And I'm just going to go for it. You really want to block out all of the shadows. The way that makes this stay on the best is if you do it in layers. So we'll do one layer, and then we're going to buff it with the tissue.
What is the PSI you're using and how far are you?
I'm about 12 o'clock and I'm about 4 inches away. But I want to cover these lines so I can get in closer to knock them out. And you should be spraying dry. Bye-bye, birdie.
No, I have another one.
See, I'm knocking out all the shadows. So you can buff in between.
Don't mess me up now.
Right.
The day of my wedding.
Are you wearing a dress or a suit?
Half.
Alright. So you bring it up a little bit just so it's not so stark. Which you can see, I don't know if you can see on the screen, but I did do a little heavy here. Probably not a good idea.
That's what camera and photography is going to see. It's so far away. They don't want to see that tattoo. You know? Even from up close when it's done, you'll be able to see that it blends really nicely.
And if you look on the websites of other makeup artists that do weddings, they charge extra for tattoo cover.
Oh yeah.
So don't give it away.
Oh, word.
I'm sorry.
That's a little bit.
We can't hear her.
I charge 50.
Okay, so 200 there.
It's a little light, but it has to be light, and then you come back with color. Because if you're too dark, then you're not gonna get a nice blended look.
Oh, so now I'm gonna go in with the golden olive.
I'm gonna buff it a little bit.
Paramedical too, or no?
This is paramedical as well. Now you can lay glamour on top of it.
God, that's crazy.
Where did it go? Oh my god.
Isn't that cool so far?
I was like half of
Again, I gotta hear those balls. You know what? Alabaster and white, you're the, you know, you have to decide. If they're really, really fair, then obviously more white. But the white is pretty concentrated, so a little goes a long way with it.
Don't put too much.
So
Yeah.
probably maybe 3 to 4 to 1.
Yeah.
4 to 1 maybe. To start.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
That's all right. Everybody over here is freezing.
Really?
They're all cold.
I'll be go sitting under there after this. Freezing right here.
You know what it is? It's the apron.
Oh. The Houston humidity. Okay, so golden olive,
This is paramedical.
paramedical, alcohol based, waterproof. You want to start slow, because you obviously don't want to have to do the concealer again. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eye it. I'm just going to lay down some of those golden olive, which has a nice golden color, counteract some of that orange, and just lightly do it until you start seeing a change happen. And it's really, you're going to have to eye it. There are no rules with this. So you're going to have to use multiple colors to match it. See how it starts to all blend in? Spray up here so it all blends. Put it back over in there. Gonna spurt it.
Your distance is about as when you're doing foundation towards the top, towards the end. You don't want to be too close, like you're correcting it again, because then you're just not going to have a nice blended look.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Tell me that is not the coolest thing ever.
Totally.
That is the coolest thing.
That is the coolest thing ever.
You get your life back.
Wow.
Well, this is not covered, so it looks weird, but if it was all...
Now, I can go in and use all different colors. If you look at someone's skin and they have little red dots, you can take a blush. And you can go in with a blush and lay down a few blush dots. So all your skin's made up of all these different colors and you use it. Even people who have white, you can take white and do it. It's texture,
have freckles.
you're creating texture. I'm going to show you these little freckles. Do what?
Little nutmeg on this side.
Don't get picky.
Well,
And
I
you
am
gotta know
getting
when
married
to quit
today.
too.
I am getting married.
I'm a bridezilla.
They all are.
So if it's still a little light, yeah, and I'm going to take some nutmeg and just gently mist it on top.
This will warm it up a little bit.
This is just to show you the difference.
Could you even lower your pressure to get bigger pixels?
You can. The lower the pressure, the bigger the pixels.